How to process a client with MyFreeScoreNow and Credit Money Machine Web. Actually, it's very easy. First, you go here to Contact List. Then you add a new client. You fill in the fields without forgetting the Social Security and the date of birth. Then the second step, you go a little bit down. Second step is to enter the credit report provider, which is my free credit score now. Then you enter the last 4 digits of the Social Security, your username, and the password. And then you click the step 3. And that's pretty much that. The whole client, all the derogatories have been extracted. In this particular case, 41. All the letters have been assigned. You can see there are different letters, but most importantly, different reasons. As you can see, this reason is different for late payment than for collection, or for judgment, or for charge-off. And then we have the letters, we have the creditor, we have the account number, not for the inquiry, of course. And then we have the amount, also not for the inquiry, and the amount and the date open. The bureau, so as opposed to having just a checkbox, you know the bureau, so you can dispute separately in the second and third rounds and fourth round, etc. with ease. And then you have two choices once you are here. Either you're going to dispute all, or you're going to dispute some. If you want to dispute all, you just click Print Display Dispute. That's all. Everything will be done automatically, the groups, everything. And if you want to select some disputes, you can mark them here. Okay. And then I'm going to click Print Marked Disputes instead. I don't need to select them, even though it would be very, very easy. I would be just clicking here to select them as appropriate. And but I don't need that. I only need to click Print Marked Disputes. I could select a particular bureau to dispute. I could use a fax. There are many, many options, but the basic stuff is to print them. Once they are printed, right here, I just click on them. And here we have the letters with the signature, okay, with the signature, in this case TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And you can save them to your hard drive, or you can print them directly. Okay, so now when we are back, we can see that they are in progress. Okay, you can, and probably you should, post the portal to the client. So the portal is not posted automatically for several reasons. For security, because our portals are not connected to the database. For your security and your client's security against identity theft, and they don't have any data. You can advise your client, for example, tell with an SMS that or with an email that the portal has been posted, so there are new changes. You can select an agreement that you have created. For example, I'm going to use this sample agreement, and I'm going to post the portal. Okay, notice that this one is checked because we already entered the login information. So I'm going to post the portal. Portal is posted, and now we can view the portal by clicking here if you want. And this will be your information, and below, well, you have the data for your client, the scores and the agreement that the client can sign, and it will go automatically into the system, and also the documents list, copies that obviously you could have collate automatically in the system if you had them from before. Also, your client can go here and see the status of their cases, of the derogatory items, what is in progress, what is to do. They can tell you, for example, the reason of the dispute if they want to. They can send you even an attachment for each dispute if necessary, like for example a check that had been paid in a charge-off or a late payment, etc., but to prove the date, and they can put comments. All of that can be done. The client can search for a particular dispute or a particular type of dispute. So we have the type and the date to follow up. Okay, so here the client can send you other attachments if necessary, or ask you questions. We have a small education database, and your client can refer you friends. It's a perfect way that when you delete something, you simply ask for a referral. And that is the basic stuff. Obviously you have many things in the program, but this is how you process a client with MyFreeScoreNow. Before I forget, if you can do the second rounds and third rounds and fourth rounds with one click. In this particular case, we're faking these 5 disputes. So we're going to extract a fake second round, okay? And to do that, we're gonna click exactly the same button, but from here. And as you can see, the 5 that were in progress, now they say no change, and 5 new disputes were created. As you can see, they are duplicates with the different letter, and most importantly with round B, which is round 2, and so on and so forth. So the program automatically, and you always have the history of communication, because you have what happens. You have a tooltip that tells you the status when it changed. In this case, well, on the 15th of March, and it was created the same day and printed the same day. Usually it's not like that. Usually the status changes a month after, when you're gonna pull the second report for the second round report, and then when is the follow-up date, which you have here as well. So this was, and then when you want to print these ones, for example, again, well, you just click print display disputes. We're gonna print only these ones, okay? As simple as that. So everything takes 10-15 seconds, especially when you're not explaining, when you are doing it. In this case, you will click again and you will have these other 5 disputes or derogatory items, and that's pretty much that. So thank you and enjoy it.